Hey guys, Austin Nelson here. Wanted to go over a question I recently got regarding trading, online trading, and how to pay for like practical things like your phone bill. I'm a cash flow trader, so I trade weekly trades to create cash flow. And one of the people that asked me was wondering like, let's say my phone bill is 120 bucks. How can I create a monthly cash flow just to pay that off? And then once I start really getting into trading, and then I can scale that up. So I'm doing this video how to pay off your Verizon phone bill actually using Verizon. So we'll go over this real quick. Here I am in my options house. I'm in a paper trading account. I strongly encourage you to do a paper trading account before you start with real money. That way, if you lose on a trade, it's no harm, no foul. So here we are, Verizon. The symbol for Verizon is VZ. This is an options account, so some of you are familiar with stocks. Options are just a derivative off of stock. Just able to use leverage, which is a great tool to use to create weekly and monthly income. So here we are. We can see the chart of Verizon. It's currently trading around on November 22nd. It is closing at 49.49, as you can see right up here. 2% gain today. Verizon is known as a blue chip stock, well-known company. A lot of you people have Verizon. It's one of the competitors with AT&T. One of the other ones is Sprint. I think big ones in the United States. So we're going to show you how to create a monthly cash flow so you can pay off your Verizon bill every single month, actually using the Verizon stock. So Verizon is actually going to pay for it in essence. So here we are. We can see the chart, kind of 2015, 2016. We're trying to look at trends. We see between like 44 and 56 is kind of where the trend over the last 2 years is. So given that, we look at for levels of support and resistance. So you see around 52, 48 level. It's kind of been in that zone the last in 2016. Dipped to 46 within this last month, and it's kind of shot back up to around the 50 area. Verizon is a blue chip stock, so it's kind of very steady, stays in the range, and over time usually goes up because most blue chips actually go up. So we'll go to the options chart right now, real quick. Let's say your bill, your Verizon phone bill is due. Let's say you have a bill next December, let's just say Christmas, December 25th. So in order to get your $100 phone bill paid, we are going to use what we call a naked put, which is an option. You're making a promise. What it, in essence is making a promise to buy the stock at a value below the current rate. So we're making a promise to buy it at the below the current rate, and for doing that, making that promise, we get paid for it. So we want to do, let's say, so if my contract, the stock's at 49.50 right now, and at December 23rd is when this contract ends, I can go out. Let's say we saw right in this area. Okay, $48. So for $1.50 less than the current value, I am going to promise to buy it at $1.50 less than what it's at right now. And for doing that, I get paid between these two, the bid-ask spread. So for between 46 and 48, let's say 47 cents. So this and each contract, this is a contract. If you go in here, it's a contract. You have to promise to buy. Doesn't mean you're going to do it. It just means you have to promise to buy it at 47 cents. But each contract's represents 100 shares. So let's say you do one contract, you're going to get $47 because 46 or 47 cents times 100, $47. So you're going to get $47 for that contract. Now let's say you do two contracts, that would be just under $100 would actually, which would actually pay off your phone bill for next month. So let's say you do two contracts, or you could actually do this and make the contract right here. You just go to sell, and then we would go two contracts. This is a paper account, so I'm not actually doing anything. But I'd go right to the limit price, let's say 47 cents. I'd go preview, and then on my credit I would receive is $94. And you pay a little bit of commission and fees, so you got to take that into effect as well. So I would collect 94 and total about $86 for taking on that. And once I did that, I can click send, and it would most likely go through. I would collect just under $100 for that month contract. And let's say Verizon stayed at 49, went up to 50. I keep that money, never get called out. If Verizon went down all the way down to 48.51, I keep that money. I keep the almost $100. I don't. But if my risk is if it goes below 48.50, I have to buy the shares. So I buy the shares at 48.50. But remember, I got paid $47 for each contract, so it actually lowers my cost to around $48, if that makes sense, per contract. And if you actually do get called out, then you own the stock, which most people want to own the stock anyway. So this is actually a tricky way to get paid before you have to own it and buying it at a discount. And I kind of recommended that to the person that wanted to pay off their monthly bills. This is called the naked put trade. I hope that helped. I hope to give a couple more examples of this in the future. Have any questions, just leave a comment below.